We ranked all of Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen's movies. You're welcome. In honor of Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen's 37th birthday on June 13, we're revisiting their cinematic adventures. Picture this, it's 2001. You just fed your Tamagotchi after downing a fruit by the foot. En Sinkholes, the número uno spot on TRL. And Mary-Kate Olsen and Ashley Olsen are still releasing one straight-to-guion DVD vacation movie a year. Life is cool to the max. If all of that just unlocked a core memory for you, then June 13 is likely a date you know quite well. It's Mary-Kate and Ashley's birthday. While the Full House alums, now 37, may no longer act, their fans will always have parties, passport to Paris, that is, as well as when in Rome and when in London. Before saying goodbye to their on-screen personas in favor of building their own sartorial empire, the fashion moguls gifted millennials with a vast library of films, creating their own cinematic universe before releasing their final movie together in 2004. And we can't think of a better way to celebrate their birthday than by revisiting their movie masterpieces and answering one formidable question: which one is their best? Here's the official ranking of the Olsen twins' 14 movies, spanning from the early 90s to the mid-aughts. The worst. Número 14, Switching Goals. Released, 1999. Familiar face, Michael Cera Sabrat. On brand? To quote one of their far superior films, Switching Goals was so SAC. Snooze and Cruise. Número 13, How the West Was Fun. Released, 1994. Familiar face, Elizabeth Olsen, the twins' real-life little sister and Avenger, as a girl in a car. Yep. But was it really that fun? Of all the Olsen's films, this one, set on a Dude Ranch, is the most forgettable. Sorry, you are not the cute one. Número 12, Getting There. Released, 2002. Familiar face, Billy Aaron Brown. Cause it was in Holiday in the Sun. Double dipping. Sweet 16 and License to Drive. Us to Boredom. Número 11, When in Rome. Released, 2002. Familiar face, like, no one. Listen, we don't expect believability when we pop in an Olsen twins straight to VHS, but the CEO of a major company taking two of his 16-year-old interns on a vacation after they've been fired and then giving them free rein over the biggest event of the year? We are offended, Boalstar. We, in Rome, deserved better. Número 10, New York Minute. Released, 2004. Familiar face, Supernatural star Jared Padalecki. Schitt's Creek's Eugene Levy. Andy Richter. Daryl Hammond. Drew Pinsky. Jack Osborne. Oh, and their Full House dad Bob Saget as himself. So much cringing. So little time. The Olsen twins' final film together actually made it into theaters. And promptly crashed and burned. Like, harder than a plane crash on a Shonda Rhimes show. Still, there was something so charmingly ridiculous about the movie, but we're not sure if it was intentionally bad or, like, bad. Whatever, we still paid to see it. And would do so again. Número 9, The Challenge. Released, 2003. Familiar face, Sons of Anarchy star Theo Rossi played the girl's teammate who almost blew the whole thing because it was too busy daydreaming about his grandmother's meatballs. Classic. Mary-Kate and Ashley's final straight-to-guion DVD film definitely wasn't their best, but it gets bumped up a few spots thanks to its seriously epic final scene, which found many of their former on-screen love interests returning and fighting over them. While the boys argue, Umikaya run down the beach. You know, Ash, boys will come and go, but we'll always have each other, Mary-Kate says, while Ashley adds, and that's not just in the movie. Ong. Curses on our parents forever for not giving us a twin sister. Número 8, To Grandmother's House We Go. Released, 1992. Familiar face, Rhea Perlman and Jerry Van Dyke as the girls' accidental kidnappers. They came for the mail truck, left with baby billionaires. Such a solid movie to watch around Christmas time, but as far as holiday-themed Olsen outings, it just doesn't hold up to the next film on our list. Número 7. Double Toil and Trouble. Released, 1993. Familiar face, Cloris Leachman being cruelly rebuffed by the Academy for her stellar dual work as the witchy and bitchy Aunt Agatha and Sweet Aunt Sophia. Plus, Will y Grace's Eric McCormack as their dad. One of our favorite movies to watch around Halloween, this one was actually kind of messed up when you really think about it for longer than 5 seconds. They spend the entire movie with a gravedigger, a homeless man and a professional clown. Almohadillas what goals or to catch a predator's dream episode? Número 6. Winning London. Released, 2001. Familiar face, Jesse Spencer, who later went on to star in House and Chicago Fire. But we bet he's probably approached More about his work as James, a freaking British lord who wooed Emeka. This film is so important in the Emeka mythology because it was the first time the French kissed their love interests. Not Michelle Tanner, not jet fashion moguls, Winning London is the middle of the Olsen twins' long Hollywood journey. Plus, we're pretty sure Model 1 memberships increased by at least 15% after this one. See. Important. Número 5. Our Lips Are Sealed. Released, 2000. Familiar face, Jason Clarke, who since starred in Zero Dark 30, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes and a million other prestige movies, was one of the Guerra Singular villain turned BFFS, who they put makeup on, and Willie Garson was their long-suffering witness protection liaison. The twins are forced to head down under, learn how to surf and eat Vegemite after witnessing a crime, placing them in witness protection. Does it make sense? Not at all. But hey, any excuse for a free trip to Australia. Igual it was totally Nutella. Número 4. Billboard Ad. Released, 1998. Familiar face, Tom Amandes as the Billboard Dad, Do. Also, Pretty Little Liars star Troyan Belisario was typecast as one of their BFFs because she was their BFF in real life. Much like the dad they pimp out to the single ladies of Venice, this movie was cool to the max. And taught us that you can scramble eggs in a Ziploc bag. Número 3. Passport to Paris. Released, 1999. Familiar face, Gregory Peck's grandson Ethan Peck, who was Mary Kate's first on-screen and off-screen kiss ever. NBD. The girls' first international adventure also featured their first on-screen kisses. Such a major milestone in their filmography. Plus, baguettes and McDonald's French fries leading a revolution at the embassy. Número 2, It Takes Two. Released, 1995. Familiar face, oh you know, just Steve Guttenberg and Kirstie Alley as the best fictional parental figures ever. You can keep the Parent Trap. We take the Olsen's version of the whole twin switch places to play matchmaker's trope any day, thank you very much. It just gives us that can't eat, can't sleep, reach for the stars, over the fence, World Series kind of feeling and was one of the sisters' rare films to get a theatrical release. Also, the best part of this movie, food fight aside, is that there is zero explanation behind how the twins were separated at birth. And no one knew. The best, No Un Holiday in the Sun. Released, 2001. Familiar faces, Megan Fox as the villainess Brianna Wallace, as in the Wallace department store Guayases. And Austin Nichols, A of One Tree Hill and Agents of SHIELD fame, was MK''S bug-obsessed stalker / love interest. Best location, The Bahamas. Best boy, Jordan Landers 4 Eva. Best outfits, the swimsuits. The sundresses. Best plot, the girls spend the night in jail because of a guy who runs a Seadu shack. Holiday in the Sun is the ultimate teen fantasy and the ultimate Emeka movie.